Hey, this is Chuck, and you are listening to Fans with Bands, the podcast where we talk to the fans and the bands they dig about life, music, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about.
Today on Fans with Bands, we're talking to Phyrxian Sun. Check it out.
Hey, this is Chuck with Fans with Bands, and I'm talking to Ian and Erik from Phyrxian Sun. How are you guys doing?
What's up, Chuck? Good, man. Good to talk
Awesome.
to you.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you guys, because I got to tell you, as soon as I heard you start up on the Ogma's Volume 4 stage, oh, and here's Cody right now. I was just blown away. I was like, what the hell? This band is so awesome. And so I couldn't look away. I just was like, man, so fucking awesome. So just so everybody knows, we got Cody, the drummer, also joining from Phyrxian Sun. Cody, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Awesome.
Awesome. How's it going?
Good, man. Good. I was just telling Ian and Erik that I immediately became a fanboy as soon as you guys started playing, because you play the type of music that I absolutely love, which is that melodic death with a lot of technical edge. I thought of one of my most favorite bands, which is The Absence.
We love The Absence.
And I missed that band, but now that I've got you guys here in Michigan, I'm all good. So it's all
That's awesome.
Hey, if they come around again, we'll for them. Hey.
If they come around again, me and you can end up as one of 20 guys that got butted up on stage like they did back in 2012 or whenever we figured out that we saw them at Token Lounge.
Oh yeah, the Token Lounge. Yeah, I was up there. I was like I had written them and said, man, you're coming to Detroit. I'd like to meet you. And I think I met Jeremy, the drummer, and I actually became friends with the bass player from another band who now is in Anubis. Have you heard of?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Trying to remember his name now. Shoot. But anyway, I'm talking with you guys, and I'm so excited about it. So, just want to thank you again for being on Fans with Bands, and kind of want to start at the beginning. Like, how did the band come together?
Yeah. So kind of was just a project I started. I've been writing a lot of like kind of just similar sounding melodic death metal songs by myself for a couple of years, and it's kind of started coming together. And I was like, I kind of want to put this into like a project, maybe put out an EP, just see what happens. Maybe it would garner some attention of some local guys. So it's kind of exactly what happened. I put out the first EP, was it like 2 years ago now, a little over 2 years ago, and a few guys around the area heard it, and me and Erik, kind of funnily enough, met at a guitar solo contest at Huber and Breeze local music store.
Yep. Right. Fraser.
Yeah, out of Fraser.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, great place over there. And I saw him ripping, and I was like, hey man, I started this thing a while back called Phyrxian Sun, and showed him the EP and stuff, and I was like, if you ever want to maybe jam or get together, let's do it. And
I think I stewed on it for about a year. Well, no, I don't know. Maybe it was less than a year. I can't remember exactly when the competition was before the EP was released.
Yeah, it wasn't right after. It was maybe 6 months or something. Yeah. We kind of started chatting, and then he came over to my house and he learned the whole, like all the harmonies, the whole thing.
I pretty much learned, I'd say 95% of it by year, and I just showed up and he's like, hey, let's jam. And he's like, you know any of it, or do you want to, need help figuring anything out? I'm like, I have trouble with this section. He's like, what do you mean? You know the rest of it? I'm like, yeah, let's jam it. He's like, what the heck?
Yeah, it was pretty rad, man. So we started playing that stuff together, and then he goes, I don't want to like force this, but I have this drummer that I've been jamming with since I was a kid, and he plays this exact type of music. I'm like, force him? Like, you fucking kidding me? Like the coveted blast beat drummer is like, there's a few around here. They're in like 20 bands each,
Right.
I'm like, I would love to have the guy over. So it came together pretty quick after that EP came out, and all of a sudden, 6 months, 8 months after this EP comes out, where I got a full band jamming in my basement, and we started booking shows and kind of went from there.
Awesome, man. That's fantastic. So the latest album is Overlord, which is a full-length LP. So I love, I think the EP sounds fantastic. I think the LP, you guys are, I think the songwriting is a little tighter, I would say, maybe, and a little more adventurous. But still, the kind of music that I love. But I'm curious, how do you guys feel comparing the EP music to the Overlord album?
Well, I'll start with you guys, man, because they joined after the EP. So,
Yeah, by the time I came along, the EP had already been out, and we learned that and started playing those off of that.
Yeah.
And so it was cool to come into it with Blueprint. It wasn't us trying to figure each other out. You know, we already had EP outline of the direction that we wanted to go in. And so to be able to step into that, you know, you kind of already know what your expectations are, which is cool, because from the get go, everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot, right? You know, instead of sitting there for a year going, what are we going to be? What are we going to sound like?
Right.
You know, what should we do?
Yeah.
There was already kind of a sound in play, you know, so then.
Yeah, exactly. And the EP had almost 5 songs, Blueprint, like Cody said, and it was like, okay, yeah, we all, you know, it was a good jumping off point for us to be like, okay, well, and thankfully we had 3 songwriters in the band to be like, okay, we can, you know, take this and maybe take it slightly different directions with different ideas and stuff, you know, and what ended up on the cutting room floor is what you hear on Overlord, and I think it's a good evolution of where that EP started.
Yeah, it's really sounds awesome. And I'm curious, like, so where did you guys record? Did you do it yourselves, or did you go to a studio?
So we went to a gentleman named Tim Trevino. It's called Fractured Audio Studios in Brownstown.
What up, Tim?
Yeah, shout out Tim, rad guy, honorary 5th member of the band.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing it all come together. I mean, we had been jamming together for about a year and a half before we decided to go into the studio. And I mean, like Erik and myself and Tyler, like we had all written, like we're all songwriters, right? Like we'll come to the table, like it's not like, oh, here's a riff and let's go from like, we're coming to the table with like, here's a whole demo pretty much completed. You know,
we pretty much do our own pre-production, so we try and get all the ideas ironed out.
Oh, really?
Come into the jam room and be like, okay, let's, you know, here's everything. Let's try and run it. Let's make sure the tempo feels good. All the different changes, the chords, all that sort of little detail stuff. You know.
Yeah, we'll make some like minor tweaks from there. You know, as the vocals get added in, and you know things will be lengthened, shortened. But yeah, largely the stuff would come together as, you know, Erik or myself would come in, or Tyler would come in with a demo, and we were pretty much like, man, run it. Like, like I don't really want, you know, we change certain things, but you know, and the drums are always very organic. We would, you know, starting out with the demos, we'd start out with just a very bass beat of like oh, I imagine something like this, and then Cody paints all over it with all sorts of very wonderful, you know, traditional jazz influence drum parts.
Yeah, the drums are a key feature, I think. I mean, I love the interplay of the guitars, but for me, what drives the music really, especially heavy music, is great drums that have you know, it's more than just blasting away, right? So it's got some nuance and stuff. So shout out to Cody, man. That's super good stuff on there.
Appreciate that. Thank you. It's this is the type of music that I've wanted to play in a band and in front of people for a long time. And these guys kind of let me do my thing better. And you know, obviously it's everything. There's a lot of double bass, a lot of blast beats.
Yeah.
But they'll be creative and use some other influences and toss them in there. So
yeah,
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's super cool. I was curious, like, in terms of the songwriting, you know, like each of you are contributing to the musical arrangements, but what about lyrics? Are you all lyricists, or is it Ian taking the primary since you're handling most of the vocals?
Yeah, I pretty much write all the lyrics and pretty much run it all through myself. I mean, obviously I'm running it by the guys and getting their grace and making sure they think it's rad. Not just I
haven't written anything since high school creative writing class.
I mean, I don't write lyrics for this band, but I write lyrics, but it's I critique Ian on phrasing and stuff, and not really word usage, or like I ask what the song's about, you know, stuff like that.
We'll work phrases out in the studio.
Yeah.
We've been experimenting, especially I think as we got in the studio, we realized like, wow, there's a lot of parts for backup vocals. So it was the first like maybe 10 shows we played, it was all single voice, and then we've really been incorporating the backup vocals, and I think it just adds a ton.
Why not? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I even got a vocal on the record.
Yeah.
yes.
The long.
I got one word.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's a long ass word.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were cool. They were cool enough to keep it. We were just messing around, and they were cool enough to keep it. So
It's about what sounds good.
But yeah, I mean, the program has always been like very fast, good riffs, melodic, but like also have some catchy and memorable choruses. Like death metal is brutal and is awesome when it's just 300 beats per minute blast beats. That's rad. But like, I like something that I can come back to and hum when I'm away from it too. Like it can be catchy as well and have a traditional song structure along with being brutal and fast and all that stuff as well. So that's always been the program. A lot of guitar harmonies, something you can come back to on a refrain, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I've always preferred that kind of stuff as well. I've always gravitated towards the more melodic. We'll be talking about some of the classic '90s death metal bands when we're hanging out at practice, and I'm like, I don't quite get it. I get it, but it just doesn't.
It's not
like you said. There's nothing to fly onto.
Right. Yeah. No.
So the more melodic, the better.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I got into death metal late, I think, because I came from, playing thrash and power metal and stuff. So,
Nice.
I got into like my first like bands I really enjoyed were more melodic. So, Carcass, Heartwork.
Carcass.
At the Gates, was a huge one. Terminal Spirit Disease. When I heard that album, I was like, holy crap! But then, I'd been at shows and we'd played shows with like Cannibal Corpse, but which is good, but after an hour of Cannibal Corpse, I'm kind of done. So just gonna say,
he's greater for so long. I love all of it, but
I fell in love with power at a young age. But Erik and I also grew up in the deathcore era.
Oh yeah.
So it was constantly going to see bands like Whitechapel, I Declare War, Molotov Solution, Job for a Cowboy, Impending Doom. Impending Doom was one of the heaviest bands I've ever seen live. And so it's not all we're focused on is the melodic stuff, but it definitely plays a huge factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one, obviously every metal guy has their own astute taste.
Yeah.
But I think we all come together on a lot of the melodic death metal stuff. The Black Dahlia murder, I would be remiss if I didn't bring them up. They're huge.
Oh, for sure.
Over here. Bands like we already talked about Carcass, The Absence, I think are a good kind of when people ask us what do we sound like, we'll say, something similar to kind of that.
Yeah, yeah. Old Soil Work.
Yep. Yeah, the first two albums or something like that.
Similar. Yeah, only the first two albums. After that, don't go any further.
That's the thing. Melodic death bands never like stay the course. Few of them do. A lot of them change.
The Flames made a comeback. In Flames made a comeback.
They did.
Sick.
Yeah, yeah. In Flames, and Dark Tranquility. They've yeah. So speaking of your guys' music on Overlord, I'm going to ask a question that's unfair, but fuck it, I can ask it. And it's what is each of your favorite track on that album?
Oh man, I should have thought about it.
Yeah.
And it can be like the favorite that you like to listen to, or favorite you like to play, or maybe there's two songs for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Gull for me. It's kind of the weird one on the record that like goes into like a major key part for the only part on the record.
One moment of bliss or some happiness.
There's a moment of happiness in the darkness. There you go. A candle.
Maybe it represents more of like the different pieces we like to do in the band in one song, I suppose.
Yeah.
So that's mine.
Cool.
Mine's Redacted.
Oh, nice.
And to be frank, it was my first time in a professional studio setting ever in my life. And I was on the struggle bus a little bit. But as soon as we started recording Redacted, I laid the first part of the drums down, and Tim turned around from the console, looked at me and smiled and goes, You like playing this song, don't you? So that's my favorite one to play, and every time it comes on, I mean all the songs get me fired up, but that one gets me jacked.
Awesome. That's awesome. Erik,
My
how about
pick
you?
one, I would say probably Face Reality or Sphere of Influence. Something about those songs.
Nice.
Just I don't know. They're not too different from what we've done before, but they're just a little different. We do there's just different ideas tossed in those songs that I enjoy.
Yeah.
That may have played a part in writing. Maybe I'm tooting my own horn. I shouldn't, but I enjoy them.
Well, I'll tell you, mine is Shackled. That tune.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We've been playing
Hell
that one
yeah.
a long time. Yeah.
That one took the cake on streams as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact: that one almost ended up on the EP too, but Ian thankfully held on to that one.
Yeah, it was like halfway written, and then
I didn't even know that.
yeah, I had most of the stuff written, and then me and Erik kind of collaborated a bit on that one.
Yeah.
On Overlord.
Yep.
Nice.
It's such a fun song to play live too. They're all
they're all that's a fun one too.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, there's that whole album is fantastic. I think all the tracks are killer. But that for some reason, something about that song, I don't know, just spoke to me. But like they're all good. You know, as soon as you put it on, you listen to Overlord, you're like, oh my God, what the hell? So fucking awesome. So
like I like the way we arranged it where we put Face Reality at the end, because it's such a heavy driving tempo and a driving drum groove that it's almost like the final punch before you get knocked out, and it's right at the end of the record, and then you're just done. Then you're just
yeah, or you're ready to cue it up again. You know, that's what
right.
I found, right?
Yeah.
Just ready to just like get back in there.
Like Rock, I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah. So, you know, one thing I like to talk about is like musical influences, and I think we touched on some already, but like, how did each of you get into playing your instrument, and what was it? You know, what was the driving force to? I mean, because there's one thing to play an instrument and just hang out on your own doing it. There's another thing to get in a band and do it. So, you know, why did you get into your instrument, and why join a band?
So I guess I'll start off. Like many years ago, I was big into punk rock. Man, I grew up listening to Pennywise, Black Flag, Bad Religion, NoFX, Strung Out.
Nice.
Very much in the epitaph, skater punk mentality, big skateboarder growing up. So I got obsessed with Pennywise basically, and I was like, what is this? How can I do this? How can I play this? So I picked up, I got a cheap acoustic a cousin gave me. Then pretty quickly, parents got me an electric, and I just started learning a bunch of Pennywise songs kind of by ear, whatever shitty tabs were available in 2000, fucking one or whatever, 1956 back when they, and just
guitar.
It became just an obsession, and then I'd like printing out Metallica, like 20-page Metallica tabs, and just like eating them up and just going through and just playing nonstop. So then I started a punk band called Speedhead back in the day when I was like 18, 17, something like that. So I've been playing in bands for quite a while. So it was like I was always kind of into metal back then. It was like mostly the punk rock stuff. Like I always into a lot of types of music though, right? Like I've always been into like Hendrix. I've always been into like Crosby, Stills and Nash, Ozzy Osbourne, like all over the place. Chaka Khan. Like my playlists are kind of ridiculous. I just looked at the Spotify rap. Like it'll be from like Suffocation, and then it'll be like Billy Joel, then it'll be like some Motown shit. Like
that's the way to do it.
Yeah, and I think we're all kind of all over the map in that regard. I got really, really into the heavier shit, probably like late 2000s, like 2010-ish. The Absence was one of the ones that really kind of pushed me over with like all extreme vocals, but brutal guitars. And then it just kind of went from there into Black Dahlia Murder, Lamb of God, and then kind of just opened up into a lot. Went back and started looking at all the classics, Napalm Death, Morbid Angel, stuff like that. So
yeah,
kind of all over the map. That's kind of was my coming up.
Excellent. Who wants to go next? Erik, Cody?
Go ahead, Erik.
Influences for the instrument. Well, I mean, I grew up on classic rock, prog rock, a lot of Kansas, Yes, and then thankfully I had an older brother. By the time I was in second grade, he was turning me on to Metallica, Pantera, Iron Maiden, all like the Anthrax, like all the good metal, the classic metal you want to hear when you're a kid, right? And Judas,
Right.
all Rob Zombie, and
Oh yeah.
all this stuff, Then a year or so after new metal starts coming around, so I'm listening to Linkin Park, all you name the band, I was
Yeah.
a song or two.
Limp
My
Bizkit.
cousins are giving me CDs of just all these songs,
Cold Chamber.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Cold
yeah,
Chamber,
the roof is on fire.
Logo.
But fast forwarding a handful of years, listening to heavier and heavier music, of course, and
Guitar Hero, dude.
in high school, I started listening to a little more like melodic metalcore, kind of like bands. Like I met some new friends; they were into heavier stuff, and like they were listening to Black Dahlia, All the Remains, and around the same time, Guitar Hero came out, and I got too good at that game, according to a few people that I might know, and one of my parents included, and said, "Hey, why don't you play the real guitar?" And I'm like, "Hey, that might be kind of cool." And I ended up doing that at like 15 years old, so it's been 18 years since then, and a lot of heavier music since then.
That's crazy.
I mentioned the deathcore in high school, and then I listened to lots of stuff. Yeah, jazz fusion, classical, a lot of stuff.
That's awesome.
I always forget about the fucking Guitar Hero shit.
Yeah.
Like when that shit came out, like I'm a little older than you, like I fucking sucked it. Like I could play Bark at the Moon on full fucking hard.
Yeah.
I could play the solo, and I go on this piece of shit, and I'm playing on like medium. I couldn't even hit it. Dude.
Yeah.
That's
so
exactly the same. I could play like metal like on a real guitar, but trying to play that, I was like, fuck, why do I suck? And Eric, you're the first person I ever heard that went the other way and like was super good at it and then became an awesome guitar player too. Like, what the fuck?
It's the other way around now. It's so much easier to play. Like actually, it's fun to actually learn these songs and like get my hands on them. And I go back to guitar. I'm like, how the fuck was I?
He could play the hardest song on Guitar Hero 2 on expert level and turn around and face away from the TV.
It was a bonus.
He would turn around and he would get 100% every time. It was mind blowing.
It was a Death Clock's Thunder Horse. That's what it was. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So Cody, how about you? How'd you get into?
I've been interested in since I was a little kid. I used to play on the arm of the couch with like the flat paint can stir stick.
Oh yeah.
And I was up north at my grandparents' cabin. I was, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there. And both sets of grandparents were there. And my grandfather, my one grandfather, was a bass player in country bands around the Flint area at first. And so they're up there painting the cabin. And my grandpa goes, "Where is that from?" And my dad's like, "Oh, that's Cody." And apparently what I would do is I would find all the paint cans, line them up, and I would hit them. And I would line them up, high pitch to low pitch, and I would start playing on them. And so after hearing that, my father bought me my first snare drum. I still have the shell of it to this day. It's in pieces, but the shell is intact with all the lugs on it. And then I joined 5th grade band, 6th grade band, 7th, 8th grade band. In the 6th grade, in 7th grade, I had saved up my Christmas money for 2 years, bought my first drum set. Freshman year of high school, saved up Christmas money for a couple of years and got my first double bass pedal. And it's, as far as metal goes, it's been game over since then. That's all I've been doing. But I was in school jazz band, and I got to play with a guy by the name of Nick Burmeister. Last I heard, he was out in Kalamazoo area. Phenomenal player. And my teacher actually moved me to the higher level jazz band so I could watch him play and learn from him. Nice. And I still signature filled to this day. Marching band, symphonic band, jazz band. Erik and I have, and a lot of jams with headphones on by myself in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Growing up, Erik was a few blocks away.
Mhm.
So I had a drum set at Erik's house for probably a decade, much to his mother's grin. But I had drums over there at his house back then for like 10 years.
Mhm.
And he was a 2-minute drum. And when he first got the guitar after the Guitar Hero transition, he didn't really know what he was doing, but he was madly fast. And I'm like, man,
The muscle memory was there. Yeah.
this guy's gonna get it, you know. And it was the two of us jamming by ourselves for the longest time. And we would jam for 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
On like a Friday night, his dad would come downstairs and record any of that, and it would, of course, we didn't, and he would say, "You guys are stupid," but it would go from, you know, just a regular rock groove to blast beats with double bass, and then you know, it would get some jazz fusion, and Erik starts soloing. So it was a lot of the two of us. So when he was like, "Yo, I met this dude, and this is the EP," because Erik had put out a solo record as well.
Oh, okay.
At this point, and so I listened to the EP, and I'm like, this is where the direction needs to go.
Yeah.
So, and it's cool that they let me bring those influences in there, because I still listen to a lot of jazz. I listen to a lot of you know, old reggae, and you know, I got the Stephen and Damian Marley poster from the show behind me.
That was an awesome show. I was also there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, but yeah, influences from all over the place, but just it was really, for the longest time, just me and Erik jamming together.
Just giving, I mean, we tried working with a couple other people, like groups of people. I mean, myself, or sometimes me and Cody with other people. It was just finding hard. It was hard to find people to work with. You know, like people, maybe the right word. I'm not sure.
It took finding their fearless leader, dude.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, it can be hard to get the right combination of folks. You know,
It only took us till we were in our 30s.
Yeah.
That's the best. You know, at least you guys found each other. You know, it could be just still like up, and it's not out there, and it's, you know, in the ether. Which nothing wrong with that. I mean, I applaud anybody that's playing music and doing it, and if they're recording their own thing, that's great. You know, we've got so many opportunities to put your own music out there for people to check out. So nothing wrong with that. But I don't know, have a special love for when people get together and then form a band, and the band is awesome, and they, you know, you can actually play that shit live, and you're like, yes, this is fantastic.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. The only unfortunate thing is we didn't meet sooner. Like we the first thing we met, all of us were, you know, Tyler included, we were having all these discussions about all these shows we've been to. Dude, we've been to the same shows over like 15
we've known
years.
each other.
It's like, how did we not cross paths?
We've all met each other many times. I probably elbowed this cocksucker right in the face once in the pit by accident, not even knowing he was running for me 20 years later.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you know, it's a good segue. So speaking of shows, it's like a two-part question. One, what was the first show you ever saw? And then second, what's your most favorite?
So my first show was actually like the little homie's birthday. We were like 14 years old, and we piled in my buddy's dad's van. It was like a Ford Windstar, and we went to fucking Pine Knob to see Motorhead and Iron Maiden, dude.
Oh man!
Dude,
that was a good one.
That is, holy crap! That's a great show. What was your favorite?
My favorite show ever? That's
I know it changes probably. Yeah, there's too many probably. If you had to pick one, well, just throw one out or throw two.
All right. I mean, I shouldn't have worn this shirt, but like Metallica did this thing at the Orion Festival. Remember when they did that shit on Gull? Was it? Yeah.
Belle Isle, I thought, right?
Yeah, Belle Isle. Sorry.
Yeah.
What the fuck? No, Belle Isle. Yeah, and they did a surprise thing where they said there was this band called Dehan or some shit playing. And I just happened to be over by that stage, and it wasn't. It was fake. It was Metallica, and they played the entire Kill 'Em All record in their entirety. That was crazy. I mean, just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I happened to be heavily intoxicated, passed out on the side, and hit the lights come on. The drum hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no fucking way. What is this? And it was Metallica. So yeah, that was like really epic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Let's see, Erik, how about you? First and favorite.
First show was first metal show. I mean, there's two answers. I know because when I was a kid, my parents brought me. My first show was an Alice Cooper concert.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Cooper.
But if that doesn't count, then
Yeah.
I
it
went
counts too.
to, I think Camelot in high school was like my first metal show as a teen. I think that was at Harpo's in like 2008 or something like
I'm
that.
still heartbroken about that.
2007. Yeah, Cody, you were supposed to be there, but you were grounded because of your grades. That's right.
I tried to get the day before that Camelot show. It was freshman year of high school. I tried to make it home that Thursday before my mom got the mail so I could snag my report card, and she beat me to it. And they pulled up in the driveway, and I gave them money for a hat. They're like, your friend's not supposed to be here. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
So
we were in the driveway waiting, and he's like, she won't let me leave.
Oh man. Oh Christ. and Erik, what was your favorite?
Man. There's been a lot of good ones, man. But
I know.
one that I always can think back fondly on. Me and Cody were there for this one. It was Trivium opening, and then Coheed and Cambria and Slipknot. It's the only time I've seen Slipknot.
Nice.
That was an awesome show. And Coheed, they're not the heaviest band, but they put on a set that night, and they sounded great.
They put on a good show. I just saw them with Mastodon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I saw scary story about Slipknot. I saw them at Ozfest, when they were on the second stage, and it was so packed with people, and so the pit was so crazy that you started to lose your footing, like you were coming off the ground because people were smashing into you and shit. And I thought, fuck, somebody's gonna get fucking trampled. I'm getting the fuck out. So I exited. That was like one of the few pits I ever got the hell out of because I was like, and actually felt fear. Otherwise, you stay in there. But
not to fully derail, but like, did you see Slipknot just sold their entire music library to a capital investment firm?
What?
Yeah, I saw that.
For like 120 million,
I'm
dude.
still scratching.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they like own real estate and like all this other shit, like AI companies and Slipknot's catalog. It's metal as fuck. It's so
that is awesome. They're probably gonna train the AIs on fucking Slipknot,
Oh, then look good. They'll keep putting out the same fucking record like that.
Yeah. Oh man. Cody, how about you? First show and favorite show?
My first show was Ted Nugent at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Wow, cool.
I was in sixth grade. My dad took me. It was awesome. I remember because I was in the sixth grade, and when he played the song "Kiss My Ass," I looked at my dad and said, "Dad, can I sing this song?" And it was a Christmas present, and it was between Motley Crue or Ted Nugent, and my mom thought Motley Crue would be way too inappropriate for a sixth grader.
If only she saw him now.
Yeah.
Right. So my dad took me to see Ted Nugent instead.
Awesome.
And
how about favorite?
So my favorite.
Blind Guardian. I'm saying it right now.
I love Blind Guardian, but I haven't seen him in hockey yet, so that's not the answer. I would say I got two or three that pop in mind.
Pick one, dude.
Gun to your head, do it.
Pick one of them.
Probably, if I'm going to pick one out of the three, and it's crazy because the other two are at European festivals and they're shows that I'll never forget.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the best I've felt at a show was the first concert after the COVID lockdowns.
Nice.
And it was August Burns Red.
Oh, nice.
And they are so fucking heavy when they play live. I've seen them multiple times, but that time
That was a good
everybody was still raw from
Yeah.
the lockdown. Everybody had so much pent up rage that it was palpable in the room.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this. I almost shed a tear because their flopper that they played before they came on stage was Chop Suey. Entire crowd sang that song,
Oh, awesome.
and it was one of the most beautiful moments at a concert I've ever experienced.
Dude,
That's awesome.
my first concert after COVID was Black Dahlia, and I got COVID again.
Oh.
And my brother did.
Oh man. Oh Christ. Yeah, that was something after COVID.
Kind of rage.
The first shows, and then just experiencing that. But it was funny, like how many people then ended up getting sick again. It was like
Super
I
spreader.
remember like everybody, like thankfully so far, I've never had it, and I did, and people around me at the show, I can't remember. I think it was at Clutch. Everyone got sick, and
Oh.
I was like, just walk right.
Nice.
You're immune.
Yeah, I'm fucking like
Medical anomaly.
yeah, I'm like what's his name? The Omega
Ozzy
Man.
Osbourne.
Oh, the Omega. I'm like Charlton Heston and the Omega Man. So along those kind of firsts, what was the very first album that each of you purchased, or CD? Because I know you guys are younger dudes than me, or tape, or if you downloaded
tapes.
something.
Or
Yeah.
pirated.
Yeah, or pirated it. Yeah,
I'm old enough to have,
Napstered it.
I'm old enough to have had tapes, but I don't think I was buying them back then.
First metal album, or like
It can be anything.
any
Yeah,
first album. in
yeah,
general?
first,
Okay.
yeah, first
So,
thing
like,
you wanted to purchase.
I was young in this unique time. You remember when they had those mail order CD catalogs
yeah, dude.
where they're like, if you sign up, you get 30 free CDs.
Yeah.
So I remember some of the early ones that really influenced me were definitely like $3 Bill Y'all Limp Bizkit, because that was fucking sick.
Yeah.
And then Evil Empire, Rage Against the Machine. I remember being like pretty early. Now we're talking like 95, like when they came out. So
Yeah.
I'll go with those probably as some of the first two I remember like specifically picking out of the.
Cool. Awesome. Cody, Eric, who wants to go?
I'm trying to rack my brain on what the first one I ever bought was. I'm sure it was something silly.
Let me just tell you, a common one is Weird Al.
You know what?
I
You
had
just
bad
sparked
hair
a
day.
memory.
I had bad hair day. In
No,
one of those, and
I
had
never
the
bought a
album.
Weird Al.
I bought
I never
Poodle
bought
Hat.
a Weird Al.
I bought Poodle Hat. He toured on Poodle Hat. I bought it at freaking High Knob. That might have been the first album I ever bought. You triggered a memory. I'm
Great.
sorry.
No, it's great. I
Ruined the
love-
point. I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
Love Weird Al.
Weird Al.
I was so Weird Alified as a kid. I heard these songs later, and the real version, I'd be like, "What is this stupid cover of I Love Rocky Road Ice Cream?" It's
Yeah.
about ice cream. It's not I Love Rock and Roll. So who covered this? That's how obsessed I was with Weird Al. Anyways, I didn't want to take away.
That's funny. That's funny.
The earliest one that I can think of that I might have bought with my own money, and it was probably something silly when I was a kid, but the first one I remember getting on my own was Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory.
Oh, nice.
A good album, though.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shortly followed by the Black Album.
Oh.
And when I heard the Black Album, I got Ride the Lightning, and it was over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I were talking when I was a kid, it was probably some silly pop country record.
Oh yeah, I had Spice Girls pants.
Yeah.
Kids Bop 12.
Oh, you know what? I
Probably
think
more
I
like
had
Hip
that.
Hop 6, but
That would have been
I
yeah.
think I had that first Hanson record as well. I didn't buy it though. I'm pretty sure I bought Hybrid Theory, but I remember having that CD.
okay, Power Rangers the movie, the cassette, and fucking Dave Mustaine, I found out later, recorded the song.
Oh, that's cool.
What? Really?
Early Metal Roots.
I did not know
Your
that.
boy, dude.
Whoa, no. That's crazy.
For the movie, he actually played the guitar on that.
That's cool.
That is wild. I did not know that. That's a
He's
new-
googling it right now.
key, yeah, it's a key piece of trivia. I'm keeping it in my pocket, man.
It's a good one.
awesome.
It's a good one.
So if you could take Phryxian Sun anywhere in the world to play a show, where would you go, and who would you have on the bill?
Ooh, ooh. Well, that's
I would say trying to think epicenters of melodic death.
I know where I want to go
We'd
with
be-
who. That I'm stirring on who.
We'd be pretty big in Sweden, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they like melodic death metal in Sweden. I think that was
Oh
kind
yeah,
of a huge thing over there, you know. And I would take Carcass.
nice.
I would take the Absence and Skeletal Remains to keep.
Oh, Skeletal Remains. That's a great band. I saw them at the um, shelter.
Oh, sick! Yeah,
Yeah.
Great
So-
act, good
yeah.
live, pissed
Yeah.
as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could round us out with a little brutality.
Hell yeah, they're definitely brutal. Cody, how about you?
That's a good question. I don't know. I like to play a European festival. It'd be kind of cool.
Hell yeah,
Playing the main stage at Bakken or Bloodstock
nice.
would be sick.
Yeah.
And gosh, who I should share it with? You know who I always like sharing the stage with, and I'm gonna keep it local here. Is Convulsions.
All
You
right.
stole it from me.
It would be rad to play the main stage at Bloodstock in the UK with Convulsions.
Homies.
Yeah. Those guys are awesome.
Love
that.
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic. Cool, man. Erik, how about you?
I had two thoughts about where, and Cody took the one I was going to say too. But I was going to say
It can be the same one, man.
I'll say Japan. I still want to go there.
Oh yeah.
With or without a band, I want to go to Japan.
Very rare.
But with a band, with who I would want to bring, gosh, there's so many bands I would want to play with.
You can only be two.
I would love to play with, gosh. You can't make me do this. Two bands. Okay.
It's not life or death.
Gojira and Killswitch
Oh, nice.
Engage.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Opening for those two bands
we'd
would
open
be
for
a
sure.
dream.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be awesome.
Gojira. They're always good.
Bro, the first Olympic metal band. What the
I
fuck?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They pulled
fucking
the death
cool.
clock before everyone else, dude. It's great. Love it.
Yeah. I know. It's so awesome. Oh man. So I don't know if this has happened to any of you guys, but have you ever met any of your musical idols, and what was that experience like? Like met them in person?
I've been fortunate, man. You've been to Sanctuary, and
Yeah. Oh yeah. Love that
it's a
place.
pretty rad grassroots venue, and I've had the opportunity to meet a couple of homies, dude. Like I found myself standing in a circle with fucking Terrence Hobbs from Suffocation and Alan Cassidy from Black Dahlia.
Oh man.
I got to go jam with Alan Cassidy as a result of that. It was pretty wild.
Really?
Yeah, he lives like fucking 5 miles away. I mean, it was like fucking nuts. It was like right when I was starting Peace on 2, and I was like, okay, now I have to do this.
That's awesome.
Got a few others too. Greg Burgess.
Oh yeah, Greg.
Legion.
He's a cool dude.
Legion.
Yeah.
Fuck, we just went to Sanctuary to go see Death by Stereo and Strung Out. And we go to get tacos, and there's the fucking both singers chilling. And they sat down and had dinner with us. They
Awesome.
not even like being like, "What's up?" They like humored us and sat down and had dinner with us.
Oh, that's cool.
So it keeps happening at Sanctuary. It's fuck, dude. And they've all been cool as hell. They send out feature idols. Well, if they're death metal guys, they'll probably still pretty cool.
Awesome. Erik, how about you?
I can't say. I'm not sure if anyone in metal I've met off the top of my head, but me, Cody, and another friend were on a cruise in 2014. It was Progressive Nation at Sea. My dad's a huge King's X fan.
Oh man.
And me partially too, just by association. They have good.
I love that
I
band.
listen back on them now. It's like it just takes me back to my childhood. I love those albums.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would call him my personal idol, but like I got to get drunk with Doug Pinnick.
Oh, awesome.
That's fucking sick.
He seems like he would be a really cool dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's real chill. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, Cody, how about you?
I was also there getting drunk.
Yes, he was. Cody was also
I was I was
there.
fortunate
Hanging
enough
out
to
with
be there as well.
hanging out
Like I
with
said, package deal, dude.
Yeah. Um, I I just had something, and the Progressive Nation he took it away. So
It was a shared experience.
It was a shared
It was a
experience.
Yeah, there you
beautiful
go.
shared
Yeah.
experience.
it was a shared experience. There were a lot of Russell Allen and Jason Rulo, the singer and the drummer of Symphony X. Erik was there for this.
I was
They,
also there.
Erik was outside having a cigarette with one of our buddies that was there with us. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Russell Allen and Jason, the drummer from Symphony X, walked in, and I'm sitting at the table itself, and I look towards the door, and I just throw up the horns as high as I can go. And they came and sat down. The table next to us was open. I was like, "Your bass player was just sitting here with the local band that opened for you guys." And he goes, "I can smell them." And got to say what's up to them. We let them mind their business, have their burger and beer, and
Nice.
Symphony X, at
Yeah.
least top 3 bands of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever meet Michael Romeo?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I interviewed that guy twice. He's awesome.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Really?
he's super cool. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Like just a super laid back dude. Another really laid back dude is Bobby Blitz from Overkill.
Okay.
Oh, Red.
That was that tour, actually.
It
was that tour when we saw him in Grand Rapids. It was the X and Overkill.
Oh, you guys
Great
probably saw
show.
Chuck Marshall at a show 10 years ago too, like I did.
Probably.
Oh, crazy. So, getting back to Phyrxian Sun, what are you guys looking forward to in 2026? Just because this show will come out probably then.
Sure. So yeah, we have a show the day after Christmas, banger, some local legends, Manic
It's gonna be a
Outburst,
big show. Yeah.
homies from New Jersey, Critical Condition, the homies in Siphon, shout
Siphon,
out to them,
yeah, those
fucking
guys.
homies, we love those guys.
Yeah.
And homies in Nethergate, shout out Nethergate, they're rippers too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we got that show. That's going to be a fun one. Then we're looking to set up a couple more, early part of 2026. We're closing in on half a new record written.
Really?
Yeah, we're writing.
So we're looking at, working on the next LP, man.
Awesome, man.
We can't say we're not gonna say when.
Yeah, there's no
27 maybe.
We
27.
Yeah, we still have, Overlord to savor and enjoy, right? So yeah, there's no rush.
Overlord's only 6 months old, man.
I know, man. It's fresh. It's yeah. It needs to get in the hands of more people. I've been sharing it out on Substack 'cause I got a friend who's in Portugal. Who's into metal, and he was like, "Man, what is this?" And I go, "It's right here in Michigan."
Very cool, dude. I just love hearing this. It's crazy, just playing music.
Yeah.
People all over the world. It's wild.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
It's always cool when you when somebody. I always feel happy when somebody is like, oh, they dig some music and they find out it's from Michigan, because I think some people in some genres, and this is kind of a question where I'm leading up to, is where I feel some people in Michigan don't realize the amount of musical talent that's here, or don't appreciate it, or feel like the musical scene is not strong. Like older people, my generation and older, kind of like think, oh, the music scene sucks. Everybody thinks of Motown. But when I'm going to metal shows and stoner shows and punk shows, it seems pretty damn vibrant. But I'm curious from all of your perspective, because you guys are in it. How does it feel? How do you feel the music community is here in the greater Detroit area or Michigan in general?
I think it's alive and well, man. I mean, especially in the extreme genres, and that can be whatever flavor you like: hardcore, punk, death metal, whatever. There is a ton of bands, and there's a lot of good bands, and there's a lot of DIY venues from dudes who give a fuck about the genre, who want to see their little corner of extreme music prevail. And there's all sorts of homies looking out in Detroit. I mean, I could name all these different venues of people that are doing these DIY homegrown things that are really supporting music. So I think it's better than ever. That being said, extreme forms of music only are going to be so big, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
If you play a show on a Tuesday night, yeah, a few kids might show up, you know.
Yeah.
right.
That being said, I've been to shows on a Friday night where there's hundreds of kids there for the craziest bands. So I think it's a huge scene right now, and you just got to know where to look, kind of like anything.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, Cody, you guys have any
I'd
thoughts?
like to add to that, in all honesty.
That's cool. That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah,
no,
a lot of punk and metal, around here, man, and I'd say more punk and hardcore bands, but like it's not a bad thing, but it's just more to sift through, digest, find what you like, and
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that the punk scene and the metal scene, everybody mingles.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a
Everybody
lot.
mingles. Everybody hangs out, and it's just cool that way. That it's not the metal kids are over here and the hardcore kids there and the punk kids in the background. Everybody mingles. Everybody's out. Everybody goes to each other's shows. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Well, guys, I really appreciate you being on Fans with Bands. I've got one last question for each of you, and that is pineapple or no pineapple on pizza? Ian.
I'm for it.
Pineapple.
All right. Cody?
No.
Well, it's a Hawaiian.
Traditional cheese pepperoni. That's it.
That's
That's all I need in life. That's weird, man. That's weird.
And one other question, since it's we'll be near the holiday season, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I've just seen it.
What?
Oh,
You've
you
never
never
seen Die
seen
Hard?
it.
Oh,
I know.
man, come
Cody
on.
doesn't watch movies.
I got a good Christmas present
Oh,
for you.
oh, come on, man. That's un-American, I'm telling you.
If you
You
got
heard
a
it.
motherfucker.
You heard it here first.
For you, Chuck, over the day season, I will change that. I promise.
All right, awesome, man. Well,
Get that
guys,
question for the next review. Had Cody what did you think of Die Hard?
well, guys, thanks again for being on Fans with Bands. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the music too, man, because you guys kick ass. I can't wait to see you guys again.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us,
that,
Chuck.
Chuck. You have a good one, man.
All right, see you guys.
Take
Merry
care.
Christmas.
Many thanks to Ian, Erik, and Cody from Phyrxian Sun for joining me on this episode of Fans with Bands. If you love heavy, technical, yet melodic metal music, you need to check out this band. Be sure to get a copy of their latest release, Overlord. Now, do it! Alright, see the show notes for all the details and links.
Bands are nothing without you, the fans. Purchasing music and merchandise is critical to their survival. If you can help out your favorite bands, please do. If you're in Michigan, consider following the Playing in Detroit Area Tonight and SE for Southeast Michigan Music Facebook pages. They are fantastic places for fans and bands to support each other and share our combined love of music. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to hit subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get each and every episode of Fans with Bands. Spread the word by rating the show, telling your friends, telling your neighbors, telling your family, telling your priest, tell everyone, and leave a comment. We want to hear what you think. You can keep in touch by following us on social media. This is a Life in Michigan production. Until next time, be well and kick out the jam.